Hello Silly Bakers, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Nini and I love to create healthier recipes. So today we are making something festive. We are making gingerbread latte almond flour cookies. So this cookie was very much inspired by another gingerbread latte cookie that I have been making for a few years, and it's a recipe from NYT Cooking from Von Vreeland. So when I saw this recipe a few years ago, I couldn't believe, first of all, they were really easy to make and they looked so beautiful. So, and they're delicious. I've made them a number of times and so many people love them, but I decided to create a gluten-free version. I attempted it a few days ago and I'm glad that I did because they turned out really, really good. They're soft, they're chewy, they're spicy because of all the ginger, and then you get that hint of coffee flavor. They're so good. They are, if you have people in your life that love gingerbread lattes, they will love these cookies. They are a great gift that you can give to friends and family if you love to bake, and a really great cookie to have on your holiday table. They're sparkly and they're just one of those cookies that people are so attracted to, and I think everyone will really enjoy. So let's take a few minutes and learn how to make these delicious gingerbread latte almond flour cookies. But before we get to that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys know when I am posting my recipes. So let's get to making these delicious gluten-free gingerbread latte almond flour cookies. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to toast our almond flour. This is 2 2/3 cup of almond flour. I'm just going to spread it out evenly on the parchment. I have found that toasting the almond flour really elevates the flavor. We're going to toast at 350 for, I would say, about 8 to 10 minutes. We want it to be nice and golden, and we're going to set that aside to cool. We're going to add 6 tablespoons of softened butter to a bowl, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of molasses. The molasses really brings out the gingerbread flavor. Next, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of milk. Any milk will do, and I'm doing 1/4 cup of espresso powder. And using my hand mixer, I'm just going to mix until it's just incorporated. Don't worry if it looks curdled, it's absolutely okay. We're going to add our 1 egg, room temperature egg, and we're just going to mix that until it's incorporated. Just a few seconds, 10-15 seconds. Next, we're going to add our sugars. This is 1/4 cup of coconut sugar and 1/4 cup of raw cane sugar. You can use sweeteners for this recipe as well. I like the combination of a white sugar and a dark sugar for this cookie. We're just going to mix that again until it's just combined. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just eyeballing it. And again, just a quick mix. Here we have 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to ensure that we mix this in really well. Don't forget to scrape down your sides every so often. Just another little quick mix. And just added my almond flour, and we're just going to incorporate that into the mixture. Don't overmix here. When you don't see any flour, you're good to go. This mixture does need to chill in the fridge, so I'm just going to cover it and chill in the fridge for 1 hour. It'll just make it easier to handle. Let's make our sugar coating. This is 1/4 cup of raw cane sugar. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of espresso powder. Guys, I just wanted to mention that it's instant espresso that I'm using here, not ground espresso. And 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. And we're just going to give that a mix. This step is optional, but I highly recommend that you do it. It just really brings these cookies to another level. And then once that's mixed, you're just gonna set that aside. The mixture has been in the fridge for an hour. I'm going to use a medium cookie scoop, and I'm going to scoop out the dough onto my parchment. This is an 18 by 13 pan, so you should be able to fit about 15 cookies. I'm actually going to freeze some, which they do beautifully. So this recipe, I think, makes about 24 cookies or so. I'm going to grab each cookie ball and I'm going to roll it in the spiced sugar mix. And I'm going to do that with the rest of them. You can also exclude the espresso powder in the recipe and just have them be ginger cookies if you're not into the coffee. If you do choose to freeze these cookies, just make sure you do not roll them in the sugar mixture before you freeze them. So when you're ready to bake, then you roll them. And lastly, we are just going to press down lightly just to flatten the cookies a little, just to help them in the oven. The cookies need to be about 2 inches apart, but if they do touch each other, it's not a big deal. They do separate easily. Let's bake at 350 for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, enjoy these gingerbread latte almond flour cookies with your favorite cup of coffee. They're soft, they're chewy, they're spicy and delicious. They're so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to our channel for more healthy recipes. If you do try these gluten-free gingerbread latte almond flour cookies, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget that all of the ingredients and measurements for my recipes are in the description box below. Thanks everyone, and happy baking.